minutes later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app and YouTube. Oscar Devereaux Micheaux was an American author, film director, and independent producer of more than 44 films. He formed his own movie production company and in 1919 became the first African American to make a film. And he's the namesake for the Micheaux Film Festival, which took flight in 2018. The 2025 Micheaux Film Festival runs October 23rd through 26th at the Culver Theater in Culver City. Emmy-nominated filmmaker and co-founder of the Micheaux Film Festival, Noel Braham, joins me in studio. Noel, it's good to see you tonight. How are you doing, sir?
What's up, Mo? You know, all is well, brother. All is well.
Don't be coming on my show with all that bass in your voice and trying to, like, upstage me, okay?
Oh, no.
Okay, don't do that. No. What's up, Mo? All right. No. That's not going to fly here, okay?
Take it back? I got you.
You got to put a little more soprano in it.
I got you. Man, thank you for having me on, though.
Where are you from originally?
Originally Miami, Florida.
And how did you find your way to L.A.?
Man, 13 years ago, I moved out here. And I had a dream of not only getting into film, creating my own works and projects, but helping people as well, creating platforms.
And you have a partner in this, do you not?
I do. I co-founded the Micheaux Film Festival with Courtney L. Branch, who's also from Atlanta as well. We went to the same university, Georgia State. Mm-hmm. And when I got out here, the LA Web Fest, which was founded by the late Michael Jacque Jr., opened up doors and opportunities for me not only to promote my own web series and take it all around the world, but Mike helped me to understand the purpose of a platform and the power of a platform. So we founded Micheaux back in 2018 after I had a chance encounter with a PA of mine who was actually homeless. And that PA was living in a tenant encampment 2 blocks away from the apartment complex I had just moved out of. Now, at this time, I was actually staying in a hostel because I was funding and throwing all my money behind this particular film. But I recognized how important it was to create spaces and places for multicultural BIPOC creators and filmmakers and those of all walks of life that are out here just pursuing a dream.
You wouldn't know this, but I knew Michael Jacque very well.
Wow.
I was in the Guy Hanks, Marvin Miller screenwriting program. People know this, the Cosby Screenwriting Fellowship. And he was teaching the television side. I was in the feature side, but I knew him very well. And so it's a very, very small world, and I'm pleased that you're continuing in his legacy.
Man, the GOAT.
Yes.
GOAT, absolutely.
Yes.
He hosted the first Web Fest on a major studio lot at Warner Brothers right across the street from here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of full circle now to be even sitting in your studio, man.
It's one thing to come from Atlanta. It's another thing to come from Miami, and you're chasing, this is my terminology, chasing the dreams of Hollywood. But what was that first step? Was it a steady step, or was it a stumble?
It was a stumble. And then it eventually became steady, because when I came out, not knowing anyone, not having any relationships or contacts, just with the idea and the vision that, hey, this is going to be foreign for me, but I know that this is where God is calling me. And I know that I can not only make my dream a reality, but I can also help people within the process of doing so. So after my web series, I worked on a Star Wars fan film after Lucasfilms opened up a competition for independent filmmakers to create their own Star Wars universe. Ended up writing, directing that project, turned around, submitted it to the comp. We got in. Right now, that project's streaming on StarWars.com, and you can go check it out. It's called Star Wars Exile, or it's on YouTube, where it's amassed over 1 million views. So I saw just how the destiny was opening up other doors, and with the value and the equity, because we did a premiere for that project at the Vista Theater, which Quentin Tarantino now owns. Brought out over 350 people, went to Atlanta, did another premiere. And I started to realize, I'm like, not only is it incredible for us to create our own works, but how can we impact and get the community more involved? What better way to do that than with the Micheaux Film Festival?
Explain for those who don't know, and some people may not understand the purpose of any film festival. It's for some, it's like, okay, you're just showing random works of creators, or is it a point in promotion of these films?
If there's ever a time for people to support independent filmmakers and the platforms that amplify those filmmakers, it's now. A film festival is so powerful because it's able to bring together people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, perspectives, ages, creeds, under one roof in a dark room to watch art that hopefully is able to impact, entertain, and transcend. Now, you talked about Micheaux's history earlier, right? The first black writer, director, producer, distributor, who from 1920 to 1940 produced over 44 feature films. Micheaux's number one goal was to bring together polarizing worlds that otherwise would not intersect: black, white, rich, poor, rural, and urban. It's one of the reasons why he would often take his films and show them in predominantly white theaters, right? Because he knew that in order for me to bridge the gap between society and the stigmas and the stereotypes and the misjudgments that we place on a community, I have to connect them to something greater than their own environment by way of my art. So a festival in that same vein, especially the Micheaux Film Festival, our goal is to bring together those, to challenge our perspectives, to hopefully not only entertain, but to impact the community, not only here in LA, but also around the world.
October 23rd, the Culver Theater in Culver City. It is a beautiful location. I was just there last week. I don't know if you could have chosen a better place in which to have this film festival. What should we expect starting on October 23rd?
Our opening night selection. We're opening with Remember, which is directed by Tari Wimbry. It was created by Bernard David Jones. It's about 4 black males just navigating the nuance and challenges of not only brotherhood, but masculinity within Los Angeles. Our feature opening night gala is It's Dorothy, which is really dope in a full circle to Culver City. It's Dorothy is directed by Jeffrey Micheaux. Essentially, it celebrates and looks at the last 125 years of not only Judy Garland's legacy and impact on the world, but the Wizard of Oz and the many actresses that have donned that role, and how that project has been able to impact so many different cultures, and how seeing the different backgrounds of the actresses who played Dorothy, it also speaks to the times now and also moving forward as well. We'll also have mixers, panels, master classes. We're bringing in YouTube sensation Kanigra Dion to not only give us a career retrospective of career, but also to speak to how those can go about mastering digital filmmaking, especially in a time like now where you can use your mobile device to be vertically integrated. In addition to our closing night party, which is going to be our Young Hollywood Gold celebration happening at 1 Culver at 9.
Where can they get all this information? You gave us a lot.
Yeah. MicheauxFilmFest.com. Also follow us at Micheaux Film Fest in terms of passes. Tickets are about to go on sale. You can check out some of the tentative program that we have out right now. Stay tapped in with me at Noel Braham on all platforms as well.
Noel Braham, you are just introducing yourself to the audience. You're just introducing us to the Micheaux Film Festival, but I know that you have inspired someone, and I know that you have interested someone in attending. I'm just going to ask, can we give away like 2 pairs of tickets maybe next segment?
Man, brother, let's give away 2 passes instead. Let's take it up a notch.
Okay,
2 all access.
Explain the difference in the tickets and passes.
So a ticket is just to one screening, but the pass will give them access to not only screenings, the panels, the parties, the mixers.
You mean the whole shebang?
The whole shebang, dog.
Okay, wait. So how many passes are we going to be giving away here? So the pass is good for one person?
No, we're going to give away 4 passes, 2 pair passes to your audience, just for y'all having us on tonight.
Let's go to a break and let's get everyone ready to call in, because we're not going to give them away now. And I want you to right now to go to the website, which is MicheauxFilmFest.com. That's MICHEAUX Filmfest.com. And we'll have more with Noel Braham in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Later with Mo Kelly. We're live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. And if you're just tuning in, I'm right in the middle of a conversation with Emmy-nominated filmmaker and co-founder of the Micheaux Film Festival, Noel Braham, who continues to join me in studio. And Noel, before the break, we were breaking down the Micheaux Film Festival, what people should expect at the Culver Theater starting on October 23rd. It runs through October 26th. Now, we talked about what an attendee may experience, but for the filmmakers who are part of this, what is their experience like?
Man, it's special because, we make sure that we put the filmmaker first. It's one of the models that we have internally with the company. We care as much about their project as we do them and their background and how do they go about actually getting the project off the ground to where they are today. So not only are we providing them with all access passes to experience the festival, we're looking to also create development opportunities and meetings where they're able to sit down with executives to find out and get insight and education about how they can further advance their career. We're offering opportunities as well for them to submit through an FYC process. This year, we're featuring over 207 projects in person. And then total, we have 253, which will also be housed on our virtual platform. So we're giving them exposure not only in person, but also on a virtual scale. We'll be promoting all around the nation, hopefully also capturing more of a global audience as well. In addition to the mixers, the networking opportunities, we just had a huge mixer at Level 8 last week where we brought over 400 creators out prior to the fest. And our goal is to give them the ability to connect early so that they can use that momentum and relationship to hopefully push their career forward as they get into the festival itself.
What's this read about Ethan Hawke?
So our closing night project is She Dances, which is directed by Rick Gomez. It stars Ethan Hawke, Sonequa Martin Green.
From Star Trek Discovery.
Yep. And Steve Zahn. And it's a powerful film about a broken relationship between a daughter and a father, but it's set on the backdrop of the Southeastern regional dance competition and then them navigating their relationship in light of some of the emotional internal challenges they're having in terms of a family dynamic.
Am I wrong to say I think of Steve Zahn more in a comedic vein?
I know, and he's actually one of the writers of the project, and and his daughter co-stars alongside him. So I think it was a personal film that they wanted to get off the ground together, and then Ethan and Sonequa also came along with that ride with Rick.
How did you make that connection? Is it something that they submitted to you and reached out to you to gain exposure for the film, or are you seeking out these projects as well?
That particular project we recruited. You know, we saw that they were screening at another festival and said, hey, we really believe that this could also fit within our programming lineups, reading about the log line. Can you all share it with us? And just to kind of take you into our programming process, we have 7 to 10 screeners. Shout out to our screeners who have been watching projects since January. And we have a very meticulous process where we're looking at originality, the writing, the directing, the performances, the direction, a crowd pleaser. So there are different metrics that we're analyzing. Specifically, after we got She Dances, we took it through our same process. Even though we recruited it, we still wanted to see the quality of it. And do we feel like it would ultimately line up with our overall lineup itself?
That's pretty amazing. Now, for those who are inclusive of every film that is in the film festival, how likely are they going to be seen by possible distributors?
Oh, very much so. Last year we had Netflix, Sony Pictures, who was one of our sponsors, also was present. We have development executives this year. Tyler Perry Studios is going to be out and some of their executives. We're also reaching out to a lot of strategic and high profile industry guests where they'll be coming out to not only the opening night, but screenings throughout. We often get contacted by production companies saying, hey, what block do you all suggest we go out to? What filmmakers are working on A, B, and C? And how can we maybe get involved or meet that creator? We've had creators and filmmakers who have gone through the fest and gotten their projects picked up with various distributors and platforms. Specifically, I want to brag about Jennifer Zhang because she got an opportunity with Jamie Lee Curtis's production company. Jamie Lee saw her project at Micheaux, turned around and said, hey, I want to learn more about it. This was a short, mind you. She sent in a feature-length script, and then Jamie Lee boarded that project as a EP, and that feature is now complete as a result of the festival. So those are the type of opportunities that can happen where even creators who were working on minimal budgets can get the ability to be exposed to really high-profile individuals and production companies.
If I understand you correctly, there's something for just the film enthusiast. There's something for the film creator, and there's something for the film developer.
Absolutely. And someone just looking to just make real relationships. You know, often folks go to festivals and the goal is just, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to make this happen. When sometimes it's really just about being present, enjoying the experience, and then allowing those relationships to naturally come to you. And so I think that the community element too is also really great beyond some of the things that you can also accomplish.
Last segment, you were saying that you're going to give away not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 passes to the Micheaux Film Festival. I'm saying October 23rd through October 26th, inclusive of all the events, all the parties, all the screenings.
Yes, sir.
4 passes.
4.
At the Culver Theater.
Culver Theater.
Hey, Sam, I think we need to open up the phones now because we're getting ready to give away some passes to the Micheaux Film Festival October 23rd through October 26th at the Culver Theater, courtesy of my guest right now, Noel Braham. I need, since there are 4 passes,
Yep.
I guess got to give away like two and 2, right?
We can do that.
Okay.
We can do that.
So I need 2 numbers between 1 and 10.
All right, I got it.
Tell me now, out loud.
2 and 8.
Okay, caller number 2 and caller number 8. Give us a call at 800-520-1KFI. 800-520-1534. Caller number 2 and caller number 8. You and a guest will be going to the Micheaux Film Festival, which takes place October 23rd through the 26th at the Culver Theater in Culver City. It's a beautiful venue in a beautiful city. It's a wonderful film festival. I'm jealous. You get to go there.
Mo, you're getting hooked up too. The whole team is. The whole team coming through, baby.
Caller number 2 and caller number 8. You and a guest will be going to the 2025 Micheaux Film Festival, which runs October 23rd through the 26th at the Culver Theater in Culver City. Caller number 2 and caller number 8. I don't know if you can see the phones from over there. Well, they just exploded. They want passes.
Let's go.
They want passes right
Come
now.
Come on, tap in, y'all.
So we're going to give away at least 2 pairs of these great passes to a 4-day film festival.
Oh, yeah.
And you might see someone you know. You might see someone who's famous.
Oh, definitely.
You'll definitely see some powerful people.
Definitely, because we haven't even talked about our celebrity ambassadors.
Well, now's the time.
Come on, Little Rel Howery. So if anyone's seen Get Out,
yes.
Comedian, actor. We also have Ida Rodriguez, who has an HBO special out
She's
right
funny.
now.
I know Ida. Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. And then I mentioned Kaniger Dion, who's also a huge mega YouTube sensation. She's has over 1 billion views on all the digital platforms. So come on, y'all. Let's tap in. We'd love to meet y'all.
Noel, very quickly, the website one more time.
MichauxFilmFest.com and then at Micheaux Film Fest on all social media platforms. Also tap in with me at Noel, NOELBRAHAM as well on all social media platforms. Send me a message. We'll love to connect, and I do respond back.
And it's MICHEAUX filmfest.com.
Yes, sir.
Noel, this is our first time meeting, but it's not going to be the last time that we dialogue.
Come on, Mo.
Let's do it again.
Thank you, man.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640. Welcome to Mo on the Movies.
Oh, Red.
Don't be ridiculous, darling. It's Mo on the Movies.
Kiss me.
Not a chance.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. And, you know, sometimes you don't want to have politics in your movies. Well, the president has other designs. As President Trump announced today through executive action that he promises a 100% tariff on movies made outside of America. And let me just be very honest. I don't know what the hell that means. What do you mean a movie made outside of America? Are we talking about a Disney movie which may have a filming location in Budapest? Are we talking about a foreign movie that is going to be distributed here in the United States? And does it mean within the physical United States, or does it mean on a streaming platform like Netflix, which is a multinational corporation and has, you know, I don't know what it means. So I don't know what to say about it. But this is what I do know. I know the president often makes these pronouncements without thinking them through. But movies are not a physical product per se that arrives on a ship that you can tax upon entry at a port like you would guns, butter, widgets, or whatever that. It's not that. So I don't know if the president understands exactly how movies are made in the 21st century. I don't know if he understands that you can make a movie on an iPhone and you don't have to necessarily be in any particular location with CGI, or you could film the whole movie in the United States and then send it out for post-production in some other country. Does that make it a foreign movie? Does that mean that it's outside the United States? Mark, you've been in this business longer than me. I don't know what he means.
I don't either, Mo. I kind of want to stay the hell out of this, but there's no way to. We live in the world's epicenter of entertainment.
Because I was asked by a lot of people today. It's like, Mo, what do you think about this? It's like, well, I don't know what to think, because what is an American movie? Are you saying that the production company has to exist in America, or all the filming, all the post-production? I don't know.
I mean, the question is he going to do to American movies what he has apparently done to American farmers with his tariffs, which is drive them out of business and then offer them taxpayer money for a bailout? We don't know.
Well, let's go down that road for a minute. And let's just say we have settled on the definition of an American-made movie. Let's say we've settled on that definition. Are you saying then that you're going to put 100% tariff on any movie which is quote unquote not American made? In other words, any movie which, let's say, Mission Impossible, filmed all around the world. Are you going to say then that there's going to be 100% tariff for American movie theaters to show that movie? And if so, you are effectively killing movie theaters from coast to coast. Because who pays that tariff? The movie theater then passes it on to us, the consumer. So that $18 ticket to see Mission Impossible, I'm just using that as an example because it was filmed all around the world. That $18 ticket instantly becomes $36. How is that sustainable for anybody?
Yeah, the tariffs just objectively appear to be somewhat arbitrary. I mean, we know that prescription drugs are going to have 100% tariff placed on them very soon as well. And how that shakes out is anybody's guess. Hopefully, a lot of people can still afford their medications. But, I mean, it's easy to dismiss movies as not being that important, but it's part of the larger whole.
It's a part of our economy. And we all know if Hollywood is doing poorly, it's usually a reflection of the larger economy doing poorly. And this is something what I think people still don't understand. And if you understand this, then good for you. But far too many people don't understand that the tariff is paid by us. So when the president says he's putting a tariff on movies made outside the country, anything that is under a tariff is going to be paid for by the quote unquote, and I do mean quote unquote, importer. And then that's passed on to us. We are paying that tariff however it shakes out.
The consumer always pays those, no matter what anybody tells you.
How does that help the movie theater industry? How does that help the movie studio industry? I have no idea. We won't be able to settle on a definition of what is an American movie because this is intellectual property. It's not a physical product in the sense of you can put a tariff on it as you would any other physical item.
Yeah, it's baffling. And it would take, somebody to do a diagnosis to figure out what the true motive is behind these, because I don't know that it's been stated really explicitly.
Here is the quote from the president. Quote, "Our movie-making business has been stolen from the United States of America by other countries, just like stealing candy from a baby. California, with its weak and incompetent governor, has been particularly hard hit. Therefore, in order to solve this long-time, never-ending problem, I will be imposing a 100% tariff on any and all movies that are made outside of the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter." Close quote.
Thank you for your attention to this matter. Well, okay, we know the governor has been needling the living daylights out of the president with his Twitter account, and it's not completely outside the realm of possibility that this could be vindictive to get back at Newsom.
I'm quite sure there's a part of it because most of what the president does is on some level personal. You know, you can talk about James Comey. There's a personal aspect to that. You can talk about the investigation of John Bolton and Christopher Wray. There's this personal level to that.
And it's not hidden. This isn't us going out on a limb. He lets you know
that. We're not just trying to get into his mind. No, he explicitly tells us that. But look, I don't know what to say, because you can't really put a tariff on movies, and you can't even define what is a movie being made outside of the United States. Is it shooting location? Is it post-production? You know, what does that mean? And until we get some clarity, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's baffling and it's frustrating, and we already know the movie industry was on pretty shaky ground already, so it might not take much of a nudge to really give it a fatal blow.
We'll find out. I mean, hopefully he'll tell us. I just don't know what it is. It just doesn't make any sense on any level.
Well, fortunately, you and I are in the stable and lucrative radio industry.
And radio's doing great.
Oh, yeah.
Wink, wink. It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere, the iHeartRadio app. We'll check in with George Norrie and Coast to Coast AM when we come back.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. Coming up in just moments will be Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. Let's find out what's going on with them right now. Hey, George, how was your weekend?
Great, Mr. Kelly. How about yours?
It was forgettable. You know, let me just put it like that. Not all weekends are great.
You're hedging it. Wasn't that good, huh?
No, it was not. No, it was not. But
You're
God
okay?
willing, there'll be another one.
All right, well, we'll say a prayer for you.
Thank you.
Tonight on the show, we're going to talk about why people are acting so irrationally, and then later on, near-death experiences on Coast to Coast.
With the exception of UFOs, there's nothing I like more as a topic than the near-death experiences. That always fascinates me.
It's great stuff, and one day we'll be on the other side calling in, won't we?
Hopefully not too soon, though.
Just don't call us collect.
They don't do that anymore, George. There's no more collect.
I know. That's old school.
Bye, George.
See ya.
And before we get out of here, we have to talk about, what's her name? Tilly? What's her name, Mark? Tilly, the AI?
Yeah, I just closed out that file, but I think that's it. It'll take me a second to get it back.
Tilly, the AI, is an actress, quote unquote, and Tilly is on the verge of getting a lucrative deal, with an agent.
Tilly Norwood.
And it's created by Elaine Vandervelde, the CEO of the AI production company Particle 6. And she's being called an actress. And has garnered interest from studios with talent agents looking to sign her. This goes to the heart of the SAG-AFTRA debate we talked about years ago, where SAG-AFTRA actors were concerned about being replaced in various forms and ways by AI, the use of people's image and likeness without their permission and used in conjunction with AI. Well, here, the future is now, and this is happening. And if they can use this for Hollywood actors and actresses, even though it may be a pale imitation, even though it may be something which is lacking in overall creativity that an actual human would, you can tell how greed, once again, is going to guide this discussion in the sense that Hollywood is willing to use something which is going to cost less than a real person. It's true in fast food. It's true in radio. It's true in movies and television. I'm sorry, Mark. It's here.
But we can resist it, and people are. Actors are telling other actors to drop the agency that signs her, and that's one step that can be taken.
Yeah, but there's going to be more than one Tilly Norwood in the sense that it may be a principled stand against this particular actor, quote unquote, but I don't know big picture long term whether that's a viable strategy. In other words, maybe the big studios stay away, but the smaller independent ones are more welcome to and more open to it because they have fewer assets to work with. They have less of a budget for a lot of their projects. Or let's say you're just trying to do an independent film and then take it to like a film festival. What's preventing that?
Being shunned by your colleagues. I mean, let's say change the subject to comics.
Okay.
Right now in comics, anybody who uses AI in any aspect of the creative process is absolutely shunned. Everybody knows who you are. Nobody wants to work with you or run your material.
Let me use your analogy against you. In the world of comedy, it's one of the worst things you can do is steal someone's joke, but it still happens all the time.
True, but it's the exception and not the rule. Once you're busted out, everybody knows it, and they think you're a hack.
I don't know. Some of the biggest names, I mean, Robin Williams was supposedly a huge joke stealer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but I mean, more and more stories have come out since he's passed regarding that. But all I'm saying is you have to have a unified front all the way around if you're going to keep AI out of entertainment. And I don't think it will ever be there.
I just don't think it's a fait accompli. I think too many people don't want it. And the more people speak out, the more everybody is educated about what is being rammed down their throats. And I don't think viewers want it either.
Well, the agents are saying, hey, we're ready to sign this AI personality actress. So someone sees potential value in these AI things.
I think that's always going to exist, though, don't you? I mean,
that goes back to the greed.
There's always going to be some element of every industry that has no standards whatsoever as long as they can make a profit out of it. And we have to push back against that. The people who care have to push back against that, especially the ones whose livelihood might depend on it. And I think, nobody really wants to watch a movie with non-humans in it. Once they find that out, they might reach a point where you can't tell the difference, but people are going to know one way or the other.
Well, I guess it's relative as far as the concept of non-humans. Yes, you're using a human's voice, but AI or CGI, it's hard to see where the line is anymore as far as with existing movies.
Well, we keep on reading about the AI bubble being about to burst here and how it's just not profitable and how all the resources that it requires are unsustainable. And, I don't know what the tipping point is going to be, but I think it's going to crash and burn.
Here's what the creator of Tilly had to say. Quote, Tilly is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, calls it a her, she sparks conversation, and that in itself shows the power of creativity. I see AI as not a replacement for people, but as a new tool, a new paintbrush, just as animation, puppetry, or CGI open fresh possibilities without taking away from the live acting. AI offers another way to imagine and build stories. I'm an actor myself, and nothing, certainly not an AI character, can take away the craft or joy of human performance. Close quote. Is that BS?
If this were the old Johnny Carson show, he would have gotten a pie in the face. And that's exactly what he deserves.
Okay. So no on Tilly Norwood, huh?
Well, let's put it in a subject that I'm sure you'll be able to relate to personally, which is lechery. So, when you go onto Instagram or Threads, it is just rife with pictures of scantily clad women, and half of those are really obviously AI. Do you have any interest in that? I don't.
No, I don't, but there are a lot of people who respond to those porn bots.
Really?
A lot. Yes. And we clown them all the time, but there is a market for them. We talked about this with Dr. Sam. People want to connect on some level. And if they think that they can make a connection with this porn bot, it's enough.
Well, maybe there's always going to be a percentage, however small it is, but I have no more interest in that than I have in looking at, a cartoon of a woman.
Yeah, but I'm not into blow-up dolls, but someone is.
There are markets for it. Anime has their own.
Yeah.
There's plenty of different things that people can tap into to scratch that itch.
I don't dispute any of that. But the thing is, we can't let it appear to be more than the tiny niche that it is.
Mark, I can't wait to see you die on that hill.
You had to add the words "on that hill" because really you just want to see me die.
Well, never mind. KFI AM 640, and I'm not AI. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
Prove it.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating.